Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dubious Show. Today, I don't know what the hell we're doing, but I do know that we are short one person today. So, Joey Kittens, aka Jose, aka what is his other alias? I don't fucking know. Jose's
the
not
Colonel.
Here. Oh, the Colonel, aka the Colonel. There was a
terrible explosion in the dildo factory that he worked in, and he was hurt pretty bad. So our thoughts and prayers go out to him. May he recover quickly.
And may the radiation affecting him leave his body as soon as possible. No, just kidding. In all seriousness, I don't know what the hell's going on with him. I think his internet's out or he's having some issues, so he won't be joining us on today's episode.
Something about tummy sticks. I don't know.
Man knows all about tummy sticks. God damn it. I'm just gonna introduce our host, Brandon. What's going on with you, bud? How's it been hanging this week for you?
What's going? I don't know. It's been a very stressful week this week, man. To be honest, been taking my dog. Other than work, like always, but I've been taking my dog to the vet. I already dropped $2,000 on medical bills. So
That
it's
is
just like
crazy. What's wrong with your dog, bro?
Well, she's already old. She's 12 years old and all that stuff. So we're trying to figure out. She has kidney stones. She has some infections and stuff. So.
Oh no.
Oh, poor thing.
But we're trying to get her better and stuff like that. So, but something that makes it worse and stuff like that for me, that makes it more stressful from work, obviously. Today I almost threw some hands today.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, somebody was about to catch these hands.
Spill the beans,
Because,
bro.
So I was
like Brandon, you're usually a very calm person.
I know, bro, but I hate when somebody comes to my office and starts banging on the fucking door and demanding shit. You know what I mean? So this week I was in charge of utilities and supplies, and that's what I used to do in the previous dining facility that I was in for like 2-3 years. And so first of all, this office from this new dining facility was hella messy, dude. Super messy. The guy that's in charge does not know how to do inventory. He overstocks on things that they don't even need. So it's just pretty dumb. And since I'm the new guy, they treat me like just a regular old person that I'm just brand new to the military, apparently. But so this guy comes and starts banging on the fucking door. And so I open it, I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is banging on this fucking door con huevos, with balls?
Oh shit.
And then I see this guy, and he was about to walk away, and then turns around, and it's just like, hey man, I need fucking gloves. I was like, what the fuck? Whoa, dude, chill. I already put some gloves out, go look for them. And he starts, with more attitude. It's like, no, man, I need fucking gloves. And I was like, go ask so-and-so person because I gave him to so-and-so person. So they go, literally, he walks over there, gets them, and he was like, what the fuck are these? Because they, the company that gives us the supplies are cheaping out on the products. So they're buying cheaper gloves.
Oh shit.
So they're literally super thin, they're for serving type of gloves. They're not for cooking. Well, you could use them for cooking, but they're cheap. So then these guys started making a big fucking thing about it. And I was about to go off, but I was like, you know what? I have the power to do this. And I fucking closed the door. Boom. And then they were like, they were saying some stupid shit. They were saying some stupid shit on the other side, but I don't know. That shit just got me really fucking angry, dude. I don't know. But I'm just counting my fucking days. I just keep telling myself, I'm almost out. I just need a little bit longer.
Wait, you don't have a higher rank than these guys? You can't tell them to suck your balls?
So, technically I do. Technically I
metal
do.
and just like, hey, you know what to do.
Zip.
Technically I do, but it's just they don't view it like that. I could tell them yeah, I've been 70 years, so I have seniority and shit. but they are based more off the rank than seniority at that point. But I mean, it's whatever.
That's crazy, bro. That sounds like a bad time.
Yeah, it's always like that, dude. If it's not one thing, it's another. And then the thing that I hate the most is that that guy was a bean or is a bean, you know.
A bean?
Instead of being all like, yeah, man,
We're a racially inclusive podcast here, Brandon.
bro, we're all.
I am 98% bean.
I am.
What's the other 2%?
I'm a total fucking bean, bro.
Scumbag.
Oh, stupid.
What he meant to say was farts. The other 2% of him is farts, bro.
Bro, what are you talking about,
Bro.
But yeah, dude, this guy's a bean, you know, and I call him a bean because I'm a bean too. But, shit. Dude. And then the guy that's in charge of the office is a bean too. But this guy is a fucking idiot. I don't know. He kisses ass so much. But you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about work because that just gets me more frustrated when I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah,
So.
like that's something like I noticed between like me and my friends from school. Like we'll be outside of school, we'll be hanging out and having fun, and motherfuckers still want to talk about school.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Like, oh my god, just give it a rest for a little bit, just for a little bit. We don't have to be the automatons.
I do feel your pain though, Brandon. I think I got.
Yeah.
I didn't get a guy fired, but I definitely got him written up. This
Yeah.
week.
Was it the guy who you ate his skin?
No, the fucking reptilian bastard. No, fuck that guy. Nah, man, like it. So I'm kind of in the same boat as Brandon, where I'm like really burnt out with my job, and they have me training a lot of new guys lately, which is kind of like it's not bad, you know, because when someone's like fresh, brand new, you can train them so that they work in a way that's more conducive to what you're trying to do, and then you train them so that they work the way you want them to, right? Well, this guy's been around for a while, but like he doesn't want to drive the truck. He's kind of lazy. He's always on his phone. He doesn't pay attention, and we had an easy day. And I told him, I was like, "Look, dude, they're not gonna need us for shit today. We're gonna throw out some cones. We're gonna do this, but all you gotta do, you gotta just move this one cone. When the foreman shows up, just all you gotta do is move this cone. Just this one cone. All you gotta do is move it." And so, we were working, and typically, like, as a rookie, your job is to kind of like give the lead the necessary materials to kind of like do traffic control. And so I was setting up the it's called the split lane closure, which it doesn't just know that I diverge traffic. It's not that serious. So I was doing the closure, and he just had one job, bro. Like just put cones by the trucks, you know, as I'm working, and he didn't do that. And then a BMW sped by one of the line, like, well, he's an apprentice, but he sped by this, you know, the apprentice's truck, and I heard him make a, "What the fuck? What the fuck, man?" And, you know, I'm over here doing my job, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. They just, because the guys in Edison, they tend to yell at each other like that. They're very foul-mouthed. Mm-hmm. So I just figured that they were chewing the groundman's ass out, and I was like paying no attention to it. But it turns out later that he was yelling at us because we didn't put cones by his truck. And that's like something they teach you when you first get hired on at my job. If you ever see an Edison vehicle, any Edison vehicle, you need to put cones by it, period. You know, just put cones by it. So he was standing around with his thumb up his ass the whole time, didn't put cones. The lineman yelled at us, you know, which is fine. It's not that serious. I just told him, hey, you know, we got to be more on top of it. We can't let that happen again. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's when I told him about the cone. And to make a long story short, he had like 5 times that he didn't move that cone. And by the 3rd time, I was fucking over it. I was done. And
Did you tell him to get his head out of his ass?
So I after the 3rd time that he didn't do it, he started asking me like, "What do you mean do? What do you mean do?" And I started being really short, and I was like, "I'll just do it, dude. I'll just do it. Just go over there. Just go over there, and I'll just do it." And I think he kind of I think he got the point because he stopped. Like, he started trying to hustle later, and then it got to a point where a lot of the Edison trucks are moving in and out of the closure, and I had to go follow the foreman to turn on the electricity, okay? That's basically all you need to know, is to turn on the electricity for the block. And when I get back, there's all these trucks, and he hasn't moved the closure. He hasn't done any of this shit. He hasn't coned off the trucks, and I'm just sitting here like, dude, really? I gotta make your money all fucking day, bro. I gotta you're a grown ass man, and I gotta be babysitting you all fucking day. Like, to me, that just stuck. Oh, dude, that was it. I was fucking crisp, bro. I was covered in. I was done. My foreman showed up, and he's like, he instantly, hey, Rich, what's going on? Man, this fucking guy blows fat dick, dude. He hasn't done shit all fucking day. And that's how I talk to him. I swear to God, that's how I talk. I was like, man, this fucking...
And the guy's just standing there. He's just like, oh.
Yeah. No, well, the guy's down the street. Because he was like, what do you need me to do? What do you need me to do? What do you need me to do? And I had to start adjusting everything because, if I don't, then we can cause an accident. And at that point, it's on the company's fault. And then because I made the company liable for an accident, then I'm at fault and I lose my job. So I'm over here telling him, just fucking stand over there and make sure no one dies. I'll do this myself. Stand right there and move the fucking cone if they need to move. And so, like I said, I started talking to my foreman. I'm like, dude, this guy has his head so far up his ass, dude. Like, the first 2 times, I get it. People make mistakes. I made mistakes as a rookie too. I get it. Mm-hmm. But by the 3rd time, by the 4th time, by the 5th time, I gotta keep telling you, get off your phone. Move the fucking cone. Pay attention. Like, I was hot, dude. So I told this guy, I was like, man, this guy doesn't want to drive the truck. He's fucking on his phone all day in front of the foreman. So I just I felt like such a narc. I felt like such a fucking bitch because I was telling him. But the reality is I was fucking done because I was making his money all fucking day, and we were there for 12 hours. Made his money all fucking day, and all he did was suck dick and like sat on his phone, and it irritated me, dude. Because like I said. He's a man. I'm a man. You're here to work. Period. Like, when you get out that truck, I need you to work. And I was done, dude. So I've had a week too, bro. I'm over it. But and I don't like to bring this type of stuff up because it's just men bitching, right? But it's been a week, man. I'm ready to de-stress. I'm ready for the fucking weekend. Let's get drunk, man. I don't fucking know.
There you go.
So I'm ready.
That's the answer.
I'm ready to just, change my attitude on it a little bit and try and enjoy my life and, the time that I got left in California. Because the Texas thing, that's happening, man. They're going the last week of March to go sign a contract so that they can get into escrow. So that's a thing, man. I'm going to be moving by May, probably. Whoa. By May, yeah. So I'm just trying to enjoy my time here, at least with my friends, and then just keep telling myself that this situation isn't forever.
Yeah.
This situation isn't forever, but I just got so fucking hot, dude. And I just, I don't know. I haven't gone like that ever. And I'm not the type of person to be just really short. And I hate having to yell at a man, dude. You know how weird it is to have to yell at a man to do something, I don't know. I just think, I don't like yelling at people, period. But a man especially, I don't know.
No,
so
yeah, I get you completely, man.
Yeah,
I get you completely because the military is all about babysitting. Honestly, that's why. To be honest, I didn't get promoted because I didn't want to get promoted, and because once you get promoted to sergeant, all you do is fucking babysit, paperwork and babysit, and basically you're just yelling at fucking adults. Grown-ass men and women to tell them what to do, what not to do. If they don't show up to work, you're calling them. And if they don't fucking pick up, you're going to their house or to their barracks. And it's like, hey, man, where the fuck you are? And if they don't have a car, you got to go pick them up, drop them off to fucking work. Basically like fucking kids, dude.
Oh, shit.
It's ridiculous. I can't do this shit no more. 7 years of it, I'm done.
Is it really that serious? Brandon?
Yeah, man.
They go pick you up from your house? You're coming to work. Your bitch ass.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't answer your phone,
you don't have a choice.
If you don't answer your phone, you could get into serious trouble.
Is it serious legal trouble or just?
Yeah. No.
Really?
Yeah. Because your failure to report. So it's kind of there's no accountability. So
what's that thing called when you abandon the armed forces?
AWOL.
Yeah. Is it considered that?
AWOL. No, not really. Well, yes and no, but it's because we have kind of degrees to it. Mm-hmm. You have like let's say they're able to contact you, or you don't show up to work, they're able to contact you. It's just considered an FTR, which is failure to report. If you have like a couple of days that you're gone,
Oh shit.
or weeks, because I've known this. I knew. Oh shit, I can't talk. I knew a person that I used to work with that took vacation and left and didn't come back for 3 months.
Badass.
Like he was fucking gone, bro. Nobody knew where the fuck he was. But he was back home, but he literally changed his number. He was doing his own shit, dude. Like literally.
Hey.
He was just being a normal citizen at that point.
Basically, yeah.
He got away.
But not like after because I think he took like a month of vacation. After that, like everybody, I started hearing like little rumors and stuff like that, and like, oh yeah, like he's not here, he hasn't come back, nobody knows where he's at, like, and it took a whole ass month to actually start like the investigation. I was like, well, why did it take so fucking long, dude? Like, really? So then on the 3rd month, they were already saying like, oh, the military is gonna go out looking for you, like they're gonna go to your mom's house, because apparently he was staying at his mom's house. And all this
Why
other
would you
shit,
go
dog.
to a place where they know you're gonna be
bro.
at?
It was intense. So then one day out of nowhere, I just see him working at cooking or at the kitchen. I was like, what the
All
fuck?
sad as shit.
Yeah, like, I was like, hey man, what's up? What's going on? You know, because I didn't want to make it obvious that like I knew what was going on. But he was like, oh yeah, man. It was like he was acting all normal, like nothing happened, dude. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Because
But-
nothing happened.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
nothing
that guy
happened.
had
God damn it.
that guy had some issues, so like they kind of like they didn't let it pass that like easily. You know, he had his consequences, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's pretty insane, dude. I don't know, I just rather be out, you know, be out of the safety blanket of the army that it gives you, and at least be out there working. I know I'm gonna be making a lot more money and all that stuff, because we don't make shit in here, to be honest. I mean, we make enough to be okay, but I don't know, dude.
Let me tell you guys about some shit that happened on my job.
This podcast is why we hate our jobs. The podcast.
This is why we quit our jobs,
Yeah,
and
fuck
that's
yeah.
why we're full-time podcasters. We're bringing you the craziest of stories.
Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
at,
Hold on. Let me write
at
something
my
down.
store. Okay, so at my store, a few weeks ago, there was a pregnant lady who was looking very suspicious, and we let her use the bathroom. And after she was using the bathroom for like, I say like 20-30 minutes, someone came and knocked on the door just to ask if she was okay. And there was no response, so they knocked on it like super duper hard, and they were like, "Are you okay, ma'am? If you don't say anything, we have to call the cops to make sure you're okay." And no response, and then like 5 minutes into that, she comes out like all fucking cracked out of her fucking mind, and she just starts like just stealing shit, just stealing. And so they were like, "Hey, go keep an eye on her." And so like I went over there behind her, and then like as she's like she sees me coming, she's like scrambling to get everything, like she's trying to steal like with her. And as I'm following her, she's like getting all like freaked out, and she's like, she throws all the stuff out of nowhere. It's like, this is what happens when you guys let the cartels win. This is why
What the fuck, dude?
these Mexicans are taking over. Like, she was like saying some weird ass shit, and then she turns to me. It's like, that's why the brown little girl's gonna die. And I was like, what are you talking about, lady?
Yo.
And so I escorted her out of the store, and as I was escorting her out, like she did this thing where like she like almost looked like she was gonna pounce on me, and like they told me like, "Oh, watch out, she's gonna get you!" Like,
God damn it.
like I don't know what possessed this woman to come into the store and do her crack, and then fuck up her baby and then steal some stuff.
She had a baby with her. One that I did.
No, she was pregnant. She was pregnant, bro.
Oh my goodness! No way, bro.
Yeah, that was a total downer.
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah,
Fuck it, I guess it is what it is. Wow, you had
It's
a
a
fucking
cold
day
world.
too, bro. Fucking A. Crack lady trying to steal shit. The cartels. Brown girls dying. That's I don't know, man.
bro. I've been like some guy threatened to stab me there.
Bullshit, really?
If anything, that store has been more there's been more action at that store than I've worked as a security guard my entire career as a security guard. Nothing like that has happened.
Are you doing like some
Nothing
form
that
of
crazy.
loss prevention, or are you just doing security?
Yes.
Because I think loss
Yes, loss
prevention.
prevention.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it. When I used to work at JCPenney, we had a loss prevention dude like that, and they would do this special like, we're gonna watch you through the cameras and we're gonna follow you and pretend to shop and stuff. Those people are serious, man. They don't play that shit.
Those stores that I work for do not have the luxury of having all that equipment. I have my 2 feet and my ass whooping sticks that I call my hands.
You gonna learn today. God damn it. So, this actually reminds me of something. I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast earlier this week, and we all kind of hate our jobs, right? And I think that's the common theme right now. But what I found interesting, well, okay, so we have a running joke on the podcast that we're sponsored by China, and that our corporate overlords are forcing us or bringing us out of a dungeon and writing the scripts, and we outsource everything and whatever. So the ongoing joke is that China supports us, right? and the reason I bring this up is because in this podcast episode that I was listening to, they were talking about basically it's that the coronavirus, they're starting to investigate into it coming from Wuhan, and how there's like a level 4 like virus. I want to say virus factory, but that's not it. It's a virus facility where they're testing strains of COVID, SARS, actually, the SARS virus.
Okay.
But the reason I bring it up is that they had said something interesting where people had started disappearing because they had started talking ill of China, or they had sensitive information that if it got out, it's gonna be a bad time. And so, so for those of you guys that don't know, the Chinese government is a communist state. Okay, so they have their guy, he rules everything, and he rules his people. And what was happening is that this ruler had told his people, his generals or his military, whatever, hey, if these people go against our narrative, pick them up. Pick them up. I don't care where they live, what they do, where they are, pick them up. Pick them up. And they were making people... Go ahead, bro. My bad.
That's the power that they have.
It's very true. It's very true.
And it might be a different name, but the same thing could happen to any of us.
Definitely. But where I'm going
about
with,
what you're gonna say. No,
so where I'm going with is that they were abducting people, and they were either killing them, throwing them in prison like camps, or they were. Have you guys ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys familiar with like the Dai Li? Do you guys know who those guys are? Okay, so you know how the Dai Li takes you to, I wouldn't say like a concentration camp, but they take you to like a quote unquote rehabilitation camp where they brainwash you. So they were doing the same thing where they take you to a camp and they tell you, hey, you gonna start telling our narrative, or you gonna be going against the grain right now? And so eventually these people would reappear so many months later, and they'd release an official statement where they're like, hey,
after having a lobotomy or what?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Like, that's the scary part. They were like, hey, hey, we made a mistake. We spoke out against the great country of China and its government. This place is amazing. We love our government. We love everything. We're sorry. We regret that we were terrible people. Please let us atone for our sins. China's great. China's love. China forever. And it's scary because we have the luxury of, being able to speak out against our jobs or just have an opinion. And I don't know, man, like that shit, I don't know why it came to mind, but that started just like tripping me out. That shit about China.
Yeah.
I thought it was, like a very, very intense, I don't know, situation, could you imagine that? Being all pissed off and, man, fuck this guy or fuck this place, fuck this crackhead ass lady. And then the men in black show up at your door. Are you so-and-so? Or are you Juan? Are you Brandon? Are you Richard? Please come with me, gentlemen. And then...
I'll show you where he lives.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a trip. But that Wuhan shit's pretty cool. And what they're saying basically is that it didn't come from the pangolins. Is that the right way to say it? Pangolin? Is that how you say pangolin?
I don't know what are you talking about?
Like, the animal that everyone was saying that got COVID and someone ate it? Oh, no.
I think it was bats.
No, it was bats. Yeah. But then someone had said it was also pangolins?
Oh,
Pangolins? Some shit else. There's a fucking thing that looks like sand shrew.
Whatever made up animal you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, regardless of they don't really know if all the animals in Wuhan, since it was a market, like they would stack cages on top of each other and stuff like that.
That has been proven false.
Oh, really?
That has been proven false. There is no patient zero that came out of that Wuhan wet market, and so now they're at a point where everything has conclusive scientific evidence that says it did not happen here, it did not originate from here. And so anytime they try and get to the Wuhan virus facility that I had brought up earlier, everything goes dark. People go missing. Information becomes
That's weird
scarce.
Because
I
remember there was a scientist who had put out a paper in 2018 about how she noticed the virus on the bats and that people were eating the bats, and she advised against it because she saw how easily the transmission of the virus could be to humans.
Well, first of all, like, who the fuck in their right mind, bro, looks at a bat and be like, oh, bro, that shit's gonna be delicious if I cook it up with some fucking beans and rice and shit. You know what I mean?
I honestly think that's privilege. A little bit. I think that's a little bit of privilege because we live in a state where we can get chicken and fucking whatever, but some people, they gotta figure out what they're gonna eat. And we don't know what the fuck that tastes like. I've had a rabbit, and that shit's pretty good. If it tastes anything like that, that shit is fire.
Oh, yeah, rabbit's good.
If it's anything like rabbit, that's fire, dude. That's good.
It's just a bat looks kind of, I don't know.
I say we all get a piece of bat, and we try it out. Specifically from Wuhan.
But
ye old Wuhan bat. My favorite. God damn it. But no, like, that's the stuff that's been... that was what came to light in that podcast. I forget the name of the gentleman that came on. He was promoting like his book or some shit, but he was talking about the COVID virus and all the different, methods of transmission or whatever, and how they were trying to trace it back to patient zero, and that they were making zero headway. Because even if there was like a patient zero in terms of like animals or whatever, they would be able to trace it back through the animals, through where it jumped from animal to animal. What they were saying is that the way this virus attacks the human immune system, it's prepared to be very parasitic towards our immune system in a way that something like that doesn't happen naturally, and the way that it adapts and mutates so quickly is not something that would happen in the short amount of time that it is. And I can't... go ahead, bro.
If this is a biological weapon that got out, man, they are fucking up. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Because they hit their own people with it.
So, all right. So for all of you guys listening, let's go ahead and preface this with the information that I did here is from a podcast.
Yes, and
it
we
is.
wear
It is
tinfoil
not.
hats, so you
It
can't
is
really
not
trust us.
confirmed to be 100% real. So anyone listening to this, don't take my word
don't
for
freak out
reality.
and just start,
Yeah,
like,
don't
driving
get all
around.
scared and shit. I'm just telling you what I heard. If you want to hear the exact podcast that I heard, it's on Joe Rogan's podcast. You can find it on Spotify. I'll put the name of the gentleman who was on his podcast that day, so that way you can listen to it and then you can judge for yourself. I think it's interesting, so I feel that it would be a good talking point. Nothing that we say is 100% confirmed, so I'm not that you guys believe everything that we say, but just as a precaution,
I believe in our viewers.
this is not confirmed, but if biological weapon did come out and they fucked up, that's some shit. Because the dude was saying that there's like only a few ways that this would happen. One, it's the person who was working directly with the biological weapon got infected with it and fucked up. Two, the animals that they were testing on, one of them, or a few of them, or whatever, escaped or got set loose or whatever, and then found its way into a populace and got them sick. Or three, the waste that's left over from the virus was not disposed of properly, and they got into the wild, and then someone stumbled into it and then got sick.
Which
So I think
makes it sound more plausible for that one.
My best guess is that someone got fucked up. Someone fucked up somewhere. That's
Yeah,
all I know for sure. Someone fucked up somewhere.
Bro,
I feel like they were handling it in like a big tube that said "Do not break," and it just broke on the ground. They were like, "Oh fuck!"
Nah, bro. Like, me being in the army, obviously, there's certain things that, like, yeah, right now, it's not like we're in a combat zone or anything like that. So it's people tend to be more lenient and do whatever. Sometimes a little too lenient, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just like ridiculous things happen to the point where you're like, what the fuck, dude? Really, like, common sense shit. Even when we're doing training, dude, here, there actually some dude passed away, unfortunately, because he decided to sleep under a truck next to a tire.
Oh no,
So-
bro! Really?
Yeah, man. So he fell asleep, and somebody told somebody to move the vehicle, and they didn't check. Obviously, look, because you're thinking like, you wouldn't think.
who would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he moved the fucking truck, and next thing you know, this guy is, pancake. There is another situation too here in Washington, where what happened? Where a soldier was moving a vehicle backwards, and this other soldier decided to run past, in between two vehicles, the vehicle that was moving and the one that was halted or parked. So they decided to just squeeze on by, but yeah, he didn't make it.
He got
So-
smashed or something? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he got smashed in between both vehicles. So it's just like things that you really think that you think about, and you're like, at the same time for us, we were like, if you have to think about it, then you shouldn't do it.
Mhm.
So obviously nobody's perfect. Whatever happened in those labs and stuff like that. And first of all, they shouldn't be doing those things.
Yeah. That is true. Come on.
I think those are war crimes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are those war
definitely,
crimes?
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. It sucks that we as a human race have to fight each other and stuff like that for whatever ideology and whatever they have, instead of
Well,
working
when the aliens
together.
come, we'll fight them too.
No, we'll fight them after they fight COVID. If they beat COVID, then we're the final boss.
Waiting up on top of the ladder. Sub-Zero, COVID, and America.
God damn it! But it's interesting thought nonetheless.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
a bioengineered weapon, and the effectiveness of this weapon is proven to be so strong. I've gotten COVID. That shit's ass. I don't. Have we talked about COVID on this podcast? I don't think we have.
A little bit. We just kind of brush over it. For me, I want to say that I'm now that I think about it, that I've thought about it over and over. It's just that I feel like I should get the shot because I don't have a good history of what's it called respiratory a good respiratory history, because first of all, I sleep with the CPAP. When I was younger, I was close to having asthma and all these other things that I have too. So it's just like it puts me in that situation where like I'm a little scared, I guess you could say, to get it because it could potentially affect me in a bad way.
Oh, it's definitely going to affect you in a bad way.
Yeah.
Everybody who gets it, their lungs are terrible after.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? So, I think this is okay. So we're gonna make a question out of this. We're gonna make an omelet out of some broken eggs.
Well, break them right now.
So the broken eggs were that we came with no fucking topics today.
No, don't. I got a topic right here, bro. Shut up! Don't breaking my eggs, bro.
But the fucking omelet that we're gonna make out of these broken eggs is: would you guys take the COVID vaccine? Yes or no? And whatever your answer is, just elaborate on it. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Brandon, I think you made your case. You would take the COVID vaccine definitely. For the reasons stated. Cool. Mm-hmm. What about you, Juan? What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I'll get it or get sneezed on, whatever.
You're nonchalant about it now, but when you get the fucking Rona, dude, you're gonna be fucking hating life.
Oh yeah.
I can't be on this episode's podcast. Without me, guys.
No, that day I was so fucked up. I wanted to be on.
Are you talking about the day you had diarrhea from the butt and mouth, bro?
Bro, Pizza Hut.
Thanks, guys, for being so elaborate.
No, but for real, fuck, would I take that? Hell yeah, I would. The vaccine for COVID it's a miracle that we got it out this fast. I know it's not 100% effective. Nothing that came out this fast is gonna be this this 100% effective. But the reality is, it gives you a fighting chance against COVID. So I think it's definitely worth it in the long run. I know that there's some side effects, but the reality is that everything you take, regardless of what you think, has side effects. Even fucking ibuprofen has side effects. If you don't think it does, ask your kidneys in the next 30 years. But
yeah, and I mean, it's good that we got it this fast because it shows us how fast our technology is or how good it is. So, I mean, if we give it a couple more years, it's kind of like any other vaccine that we have. It'll get better over time.
I completely disagree. I think it shows how stupid we look.
Oh, really?
How unprepared we are.
Yeah.
It definitely caught us with our pants down.
A whole year, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took a whole year. There was plenty of people who already died.
No, yeah,
and the thing was, is we already had a plan against this.
Did we really?
Yes, we did.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Elaborate on that, huh?
Obama already had plans for an infectious disease control. Like in case of a scenario like this were to happen, he already had a plan.
And what? President Trump just threw it out the fucking window.
Trump was just like, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then when it was like, oh shit, yeah, it's bad. Oh yeah, I do got a plan. Don't worry, we're gonna fix everything.
No, man, his tune fucking changed as soon as he contracted COVID, and then gave it to half the fucking White House staff. No, yeah, it's not that bad. But I'm taking all these steroids, and I have all these professional medical people at my beck and call anytime I need them. It's not that bad. It's really not. But,
he said he felt stronger after it. Like, shut up, dude! You're such a liar.
Get fucked.
Someone should have pulled his underwear over his head. You fucking liar.
No, COVID's no joke though, for real. I didn't get a serious case of COVID. I would say that mine's very mild, but the headaches I got, dude, those fucking headaches, they fucked me up, man. They put me out of commission for like 3 to 4 days. I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't listen to music. I couldn't have the lights on. I couldn't do crap, dude. They were worse than my migraines, and I have really bad migraines, but takes the cake, dude. I also couldn't eat when I had COVID. I only ate maybe like 4 times, maybe four times out of like 3 weeks. I emerged from my fucking room skinnier, and my mom was like, "You look pale, Richard. Like you're gonna die or something." I was like, "Thanks."
I might.
Yeah, for no shit. And then the fever that you get with it is insane, bro. I just remembered I was in my computer chair, just trying to just relax, and then all of a sudden I'd get really fucking hot. What the hell? And I start taking off my clothes, and I was like, dude, this fucking sucks. Oh, I'm just gonna like chill in my bed, and then I'd be laying on my bed, and I'd get really cold, dude, like super fucking cold all of a sudden. I was like, what the fuck? So I put on all my clothes again, and I'm on the blankets, and I'm trying to stay warm, but I'm still like shaking and shivering, and I'm cold. And then I'd wake up in like a pool of sweat.
So
Dude, it was
bad.
like, I'm telling you, bro, the fucking COVID, you guys are fucking joking about the COVID, but that shit'll fuck you up, man. And again, that's what I had, a mild case of the COVID. I didn't have trouble breathing. I didn't have any of the other crazy ass shit. I didn't have to get hooked up to an iron lung. And it's not that I'm trying to make light of the situation or trying to poke fun at people who did need those extreme, remedies for COVID. But I'm just trying to get the point across that I had a very mild case of COVID and it still sucked ass. So I don't know what the fuck they engineered over there in China. I don't know if it's really engineered. I don't know if it's another conspiracy theory that fucking leaked in from last week's episode. Whatever the case is, that COVID shit is not a joke. Take it seriously. Wear a fucking mask.
What if
Wash your
China
hands.
cursed the United States?
Well, even if you get the shot, you still should wear a mask. And this is something a conversation that I had during dinner time with my roommates and stuff, because one of my roommates says that, like, oh, if you're in a room full of people with the shot already, or with the vaccine already, you don't have to wear a mask. And I mean, I get it, and I see the logic behind that, but at the same time, just because you have the vaccine doesn't mean that you can't be a carrier. So if you're in a room full of people that with the vaccine and one of them has the virus, then potentially all of you already have it. And let's say your wife or one of your friends or your family in general doesn't have the vaccine, you could just pass it on to them. So this mask wearing thing is not going to go away anytime soon, to be honest.
I know.
So
I wanted to go away so bad. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like I don't know anybody further down than their nose now. Do you guys notice that?
God damn it, yeah.
Yeah, next thing you know, we're gonna be wearing those helmets, see-through helmets and shit.
I've thought about buying one of those like riot gear
Yeah, man.
helmets, the face shields or whatever the fuck they're called. I've thought about it. I'm like, nah, that's too corny. I'm not down. I'm not down to be wearing that shit in public. Fuck that.
They're selling some like space-looking type of fucking helmets, like that literally it goes all the way down to your shoulders, and it's just like this plastic glass or whatever.
Oh, I'd buy that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit better. I mean, but I don't know, man.
The one thing I'm really scared about is getting fever dreams.
Oh,
The shits are gnarly.
I don't know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I got them like one time when when I had the chicken pox.
mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
I was like I was like 7. I was like, damn, I'm gonna fucking die.
God damn it. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, do you remember at the apartment when I was like holed up in my room for like a week and a half, and then the day I finally came out, we went to the Donut Man to get Tiger Tails with oh my god, why can't I remember his name? It's not Cram. It's not Jose. Glasses. His girlfriend never hangs out.
Cess.
No, not Cess. Oh my god. He drives the Volkswagen. He was supposed to be on the podcast the other day. I wanted him on the podcast. Fucking Mike.
There you go.
Fucking Mike. That day that Mike came over and went to go get Tiger Tails, from the Donut Man. That was the first. So around that time, in retrospect, I think that I had COVID then. Because I had a lot.
You gave us COVID, bro?
Yeah, and because I had a lot of the
gave it to
same
Mike.
symptoms that I did when I experienced COVID this time, back at the apartment. And that time it was worse because I had actually lost my taste. When I tried to eat food that Brian and Hugo gave me, because when I tell you I couldn't leave my room, dude, I could not leave my room. When I tried to eat the food that they gave me, it tasted like... Have you guys seen that episode of SpongeBob where Plankton makes like fake Krabby Patties and they're just gray slime but spray painted? That's exactly how it tasted. That's exactly how it just
That's so
gray
gross.
slime. It did not have a taste, and it just, the texture felt weird. And it was Taco Bell. It was something that I've eaten a million times before, and a million times after. But that one time when I tried to eat Taco Bell, it just gray slime. It was so gross. I didn't even make it past the first bite. I almost threw up, and I just left it there in my room. It was bad, dude. But
This totally makes sense because like I felt like I got COVID right in the beginning, like before like there was the whole pandemic.
really,
Yes,
yeah.
I was just chorro, weak as hell, and my head was fucking hurting for a very long time.
that's COVID symptoms right there, bud. But you didn't get like the weird I can't breathe, or the no taste, or the fevers.
I had a shortness of breath. That's about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I know for me, I got sick in the beginning, where like around March time frame, but it was the seasonal flu, and I could tell because I normally get sick during that time, and I don't know, like it I didn't get any of the symptoms. I got flu symptoms, and yeah, it shares some of the things, but no pain in my chest. I couldn't I could breathe just fine. I just felt weak, and I had a fever and a cough. But that's pretty much it. And it went away after a week. But yeah, I never really thought. I don't think I've ever had it yet.
Huh.
But
Okay, I got a question for you guys.
Perfect. Shoot.
What hero/villain would you make your therapist? Any hero, any villain. It's up on the table, but they will be your therapist.
so, for me, I've had many, but I'm gonna go based off myself off. Sounds pretty bad, but I've had many, and I'm gonna base myself off of the last one I had. The last one I had, I'm gonna go with the villain, and it's gonna be Two-Face.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
And why
Bro.
Two-Face?
Because he's a fucking Two-Face, man. Fuck that guy, dude.
God damn it.
That's why I don't
Why
fucking
would you-
trust military fucking
Therapist.
psychologists, dude. Fuck them.
Oh, okay. Okay. What about you, Richie?
Are you guys familiar with the Fantastic Four at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would go with Doctor Doom. That guy's smart, and he's evil. Well, I guess.
Yeah, and he's cool.
Is he evil? Isn't it just like a matter of perspective? I don't fucking know. Maybe, I guess the comic books say
'cause,
he's
like,
evil, so I'll say he's evil. He's a bad guy. He'd be my therapist, but he's a bad guy. The dude's smart, and I think that's like the most important part, right? Well, I guess that's not very. So I like Doctor Doom as a villain. It's either him or fucking Red Skull, one of the two, and they're both villains, but they're both extremely intelligent, and they're both very good with words, you know. So I would want one of them. If I had to choose a hero, fuck, I don't know. Psychologist, therapist. Who would I want to talk to? Maybe Spider-Man, just because he's like my favorite superhero. He's like the common man, you know what I mean? A lot of his issues are my issues, if that makes sense. So I feel like he'd have a lot of insight and wisdom. But for villains, definitely Doctor Doom and Red Skull. What about you,
What
bro?
about you, Juan?
Like I was kind of thinking about Batman, but like I think like that sounds too boring.
You think he just
So-
yell at you and break your bones? Hurry up and get good, asshole.
Stop playing games. god.
All right. So you want to be edgy with Batman? I feel it.
No, I don't want it to be Batman. Because, like, think about it. That guy's saving the... He's running a company. He's still a superhero, like, at night.
He'll never
And
be
then he
in
still has to deal with your problems, too? Like,
He'll never be in the therapy session, bro.
I know. You'd be phoning it in all the time. I'd be so fucking pissed at Batman.
I think Batman.
Like, bro,
would give
you're
it to
like,
you
I need your
straight,
help.
bro.
You're not picking up the fucking phone.
He'd put you in your place. Yeah, stop being a bitch,
Oh, yeah.
man. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Get through these emotional issues you have.
I imagine he'd just give me a cape. Hey, you either figure this shit out or you come in box with these fools down in the street like me, dog.
That's your therapy.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
Badass. I'm signing up for that.
Bro, you
And-
totally wanted Batman.
And on behalf of Jose, I will also have the Joker as a therapist.
Oh shit! All right, we got both sides of the spectrum: batshit crazy and batshit not crazy.
You need both sides of the quarter, bro.
Maybe a Two-Face, if you will.
For two faces. Yes. Whoa! You got the punch. That was nice, Richie.
God damn it!
But and I want to say towards the end now. I want to say for like my last question, I guess. So in the beginning, we started with like the jobs, how bad they are, and stuff like that. If in the future you had a chance, what would be your dream job? Because like for me, obviously, I'm working towards that, which is like film, cinematography. But like for me to actually be passionate about that, that's more of the word that I'm looking for. What's something that you're passionate for that you would like to work in? Because I want to be able to make short films that inspire people and, you know, make them want to do certain things like inspiring, like travel or hiking and like simple things like that, or just like a short film of whatever I feel like doing. But that's on my part. I don't know about you guys.
I feel like I would like to be one of the high voltage technicians for Edison or for any power company. Just seeing all the other equipment that they had to use, and like those people are pretty much on their own because those guys just know what the fuck they're doing. They're very, very smart dudes.
It's a fascinating job. It's a fascinating job. Yeah, I'm going to talk to some of those guys. They're really fucking smart.
It's like just how thick like the plastic is on like the protection that the guy uses, and like while he was talking to us, he was only wearing like the bottom half of it, and I was just like, damn, that's just like the amount of electricity like he's working around it is it's crazy. That should kill you. Just
scary as fuck, dude.
You get fried.
And so that's the so I have a little bit of a background with electrical work. I have only ever done any type of residential electrical work. I've never done anything on the scale of Edison. But for those of you guys that don't know, touching a secondary cable, which is just the easiest way to know, is that it's a cable that contains low voltage electricity that powers your house. Touching that kills you. You can live, but there's a good chance it kills you. Touching the primaries, those are the cables that you see at the top of the poles. That shit for sure kills you. Touching anything that's underground, 100% dead. If you touch that shit and you're grounded, GG's. GG no re. The cable that goes underground that powers the residential areas for these places, what would be a good example that is very like easy to imagine in your mind? Oh, you know what? A roll of ground beef. Have you guys ever seen those ground beef rolls that you can buy at like Stater Bros that look like a pill?
Yeah.
So
Like
picture
the
that.
half pound.
Yeah, a pound of ground beef that just looks like the pill.
Yeah.
So the cable is probably about that width, if not a little bit bigger. that shit, it's insulated, but only has about a half inch of insulation around it of plastic. You start fucking with that shit, you take a jackhammer to that shit, you're dead. and the reason I'm saying this is because as you scale up in the wire or whatever that they're working around, there's the more voltage there is, and the work that Juan's talking about is it's done typically at something that's called a substation, which I don't know how to even explain this in an easy, simple way, because when that got explained to me, I was using computer references, and I don't know that everyone knows computer references, so it's kind of weird. So just know that substations are, think of it like a breaker on the panel of your house. It controls a certain aspect of your house, and electricity goes through it at all times. A substation does basically that, just on a much larger scale. And if you start fucking with shit, Oh, go ahead, bro.
They either have a step up or step down. So we're either stepping up the current or the voltage, and we're sending it either farther so we don't lose any of the current or any of the voltage is wasted.
Yeah.
So we transform it into a higher current or a higher voltage, and then we send it across the wires. And we have the substations to step down that voltage after it's already been transmitted. And then they distribute it to the people, that lower voltage, and to the companies as well. And
then it even gets lowered even more as it gets to the residential area. So it's... Just know that it makes... that all electrical work is just one giant circuit. It's just one huge, giant, interconnected circuit. For any of you guys who are familiar with any type of computer stuff, it's very fascinating, very interesting, and if you get in, it's a good way to make money. Honestly, my dream job is I want to be a lazy fuck, man. Honestly, I want to make passive income on the most for real shit. Fuck working.
Bro, you can't just say Johnny Sins, bro.
Working. What's up, bro?
You can't just say Johnny Sins, bro.
Fuck working, man. Fuck. If I had to choose specifically how I would want to make my money, it'd probably be passive income through real estate. That's hot. That's a hot market right there. You get into real estate, you start turning properties, you start investing your money in the right places, man, you're straight. All these like wealthy people that are from past generations, they built a lot of their fortune from the real estate market. And if you play the game right, you end up sitting on this nice fat hill of money that you can pass down to generations. And even better is you diversify, because the funny thing about that type of stuff is it snowballs exceedingly fast. Once you start making money, you exponentially make money, because it creates more opportunities. So that's what I would want to do. I want to be a lazy fuck who just invests money in the right places. So I guess
I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna change my answer to comedy writer, but not the one who's still struggling, but the one that's already made it.
God damn it!
He's just working for a show,
like a Dave Chappelle. I fucking love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I like him too. Just writing jokes for TV shows or whatever.
That'd be tight. I'd be down with that. I think you're a funny guy. I think you can do it. That's a weird question though, Brandon. Why? What brings you to ask that? That's not like super.
Well, I don't
weird,
know. It's just that, like, talking about our frustrations about work and all that stuff. Just made me curious about what are the things that you guys look forward to in the future, what you want to do with yourselves and stuff like that. Because for me, I'm almost out, and I'm almost done with school. I have like a year and a half left. Once I'm done, then I'll probably go back to school to get another degree. But to be honest, I do want to start concentrating once I have the time on my craft, I guess you could say. And like I said, just starting to get inspired, travel, try to maybe one day go out with you guys, make a plan, and travel
Go eat some
somewhere.
bats.
What?
Go eat some bats.
Where?
Well, we eat bats.
Go eat some bats.
Oh my god. No,
we might as well, bro. We gotta go full circle.
But
Our
at the
fans
same time,
want to know.
at the same time, I do want to start documenting, kind of like my life in a way. I don't want to say vlog, but I want to make it more into a cinematic type of thing. Something interesting, something that where I could look back and rewatch the video and be like, oh shit, I can't believe. Like I went there, I did that, I was there with my friends, and
can I play you in the movie?
God damn it!
You'll be the main
God
character,
damn.
bro. You'll be the one doing my narration.
I got a galaxy brain question right now. This is probably something.
All right.
This is something that Juan has told me like a million times. What's stopping you from doing it, bro?
No, nothing.
I fucking hate when he would ask me that question. What's stopping you from doing it, bro? And he just look at me. What's stopping you from doing it, bro? And it just,
The first thing that comes out is the excuses.
The bitch-ass excuse.
Excuses.
Yeah. No,
No,
but
yeah,
I'm serious.
and
I'm
I
serious. What do you think is stopping you? What do you think? is
No,
holding
right
you back?
now, I want to say that there's a decent amount of things. I've had that same question asked me. I've been asked that question a decent amount of times now, and I get it. Yeah, a lot of times I'm my own worst enemy. In that situation, but as of right now, because I'm going through all these stresses of work and having to do things that need to be done, it doesn't allow me to invest the time that I need to put into these videos that I want to make, or I just don't feel inspired, and by not feeling inspired, I can't make a good product. You know what I mean? So
I would agree with that, because like whenever you hang out with Brandon when he's barely getting out of the army or has some time away from the army, it takes him like a good while to like forget the programming and for him to be normal. It takes him a little bit.
Yeah, and
to switch it off.
They reprogram mental reprogramming inside the army, bro?
Basically.
They made him a killing machine. What are you talking about?
But it's just like he said, like it takes me a little bit. That's why I wanted to take that break, that 1 year break once I got out. So like that, it kind of gives me, what's it called? It gets me kind of like that creative flow. It starts showing me like what I want to do, what I want to start doing it, when, and all that stuff. Because I have the talent. I want to say I do.
That's
and
fair.
now once I have the time, I just need to start figuring out what the fuck I want to do. Because right now, if you ask me, okay, why don't you make videos? Well, I can make videos, but my issue is, what am I going to make them about? A lot of people tell me like, oh, just make them about whatever. You'll make it look good. Yeah, but if I make it look good, what are you going to get out of it? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just going to be pretty pictures on a fucking screen, but you're not going to take anything out of it? So that's my issue. Like, I want to make something, but at the same time, I want people to view it and be like, oh shit, like this shit looks good. I want to watch more. It's kind of like
our podcast.
Yeah,
God
it's
damn
kind
it.
of like
You hear one and you just can't stop. You just can't stop. It's been 8 hours and you're still listening.
And I was gonna say that too. I was gonna use the podcast as an example. Like, you guys started it, but then kind of like put a pause in it. put a pause into it, and I mean, it just took somebody else to kind of reignite what was there already. You know what I mean?
And it wasn't even that difficult to reignite anything. I just called one. It was just a one message. Boom. Podcast is back
I
there.
wouldn't say that the passion for the podcast ever even went away. I have always been excited to do this, and I've always wanted to do this. It's just the issue was timing for us.
Mm-hmm.
It was always the timing. So when we finally got dedicated to the timing where we could set it, even now, like I know we kind of shuffle around how or when we record. but it's not that serious, you know. It's just one Discord message. Hey, when are we free now? It's typically the weekend, but you know, hey, when are we free? When can we record? So when I got that message from Juan, well, like I said on the first episode, when I got the message from Jose, because he had told me, you know, the whispers of the podcast were, we're coming back, maybe, I don't know, possibly. When I heard that, that was exciting. And then when Juan, like he said, he sent me one message. That's all it literally took. Hey, bro, the podcast. Hell yeah, let's go. When, you know, the podcast, dude. So, I have so much fun.
I'm so down to record.
And that's the thing for me, dude. It's just that, in a way, it's kind of been. I started figuring out that content creation is something that I'm passionate about. You know, making the podcast. It's something that I'm really into. And at the same time of me doing this, I've been working on music videos and, you know, video editing and stuff like that. And actually have another video on play that I'm gonna be recording soon. So it's just I've been keeping myself very busy. Yes, I've been producing videos. It's just I haven't been producing for myself. That's the only thing. But I know I will eventually. But yeah, it's just something that I'm very excited for once I get out, and I'm looking forward to it.
And something that I feel like everyone has to agree on, it takes some work to get this podcast to actually move, because you could see what happens when we don't have topics. If we don't come in with something hot,
yeah, it goes all over the place.
Like it goes all over the place. But look, we still managed to salvage 3 topics out of it. Did you see that?
We salvaged.
We're talented. We're talented. We're talented.
I mean, because we always have something to talk about. That's why it's just like when we're a little bit organized. Yeah, like
without Jose,
our
creative juices. Yes, continue.
But it's just I don't know. It feels a little bit a lot smoother when we don't have one, because like I feel like we just started and we're already an hour. And dude, it's just like pretty insane.
All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. We had topics. We had some pretty fire ass topics that we were gonna talk about this week, but we wanted Jose to be here, so we didn't bring him up this week. These topics, ooh, they're spicy. Ooh, they're juicy. So next week's episode is. I'm gonna hype it up a little bit.
Tune in.
Next week's episode is gonna be some super hot fire. Just know, because it was gonna be this week's episode, but Jose had some issues with his internet, and then he's getting pegged or something.
The explosion.
I don't know.
You forgot
next week's episode,
bro, he's probably out partying, bro. He's probably out drinking right now.
Next week's episode is going to be good. So I think we've gotten to a good point. I think, unless you guys got anything else to add. No, okay.
Nah,
all of our listeners.
Shouts out to all of our female listeners. Happy International Women's Day.
Oh, you know what? Yes.
And
happy. Go ahead, Juan. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we apologize for being pigs. Most of the time.
Yes.
But being genuine people from time to time.
And I also forgot to mention, this is actually almost like 2 weeks old. No. Yeah, almost 2 weeks old. So, the Dude Be a Show had its 3-year anniversary the first week of March. Just, I forgot to bring it up. It's like almost 2 weeks old. But the Dude Be a Show's first episode and conception happened on March 3rd of 2018. Just for you guys, as a little bit of, I don't fucking know, like facts or trivia. I don't fucking. That's not a fact. It is a fact, but it's not like it's trivia. It's like a little piece of trivia about the fucking podcast.
Is that version 1, or are we calling ourselves version 2? Or
well, you know, like they could always look up those episodes and on YouTube. Just with the same name, the Duvia Show, right?
Yeah.
We had some pretty. We had some pretty good material on that.
So I mean, you guys can check it out. But at the same time, we have been talking about also recording ourselves and posting the podcast into YouTube, so you guys could see our faces and our reactions to all these conversations and stuff. But we're still working on that. obviously we want to bring good content to visually to you guys.
I'm gonna be honest
But
with
for
you.
now-
I'm just waiting for Daddy Biden to hit that stimmy into my bank account. I'm gonna be the one doing all the video production. I know Brandon that's what he does for fun, but I'm gonna be the one doing it just because I can actually already do it off of most of my shit, so it's not that serious. But with that being said, guys, don't let yourself hold yourself back from doing what you want to do. I think that's a very important thing. It's amazing. If I didn't, if I didn't have friends that tell me that, it would be sucky. What's up, bro?
My man's Biden's hitting my pockets up.
Already?
Yeah, he already did. Oh, the homie, he came through with 1,000.
You see what I
Alright,
mean?
well-
You heard it here first on the Dude Via show. Poppy Biden coming through with the stimmy.
Well, you guys.
Who's Trump? Who's Trump?
God damn it.
So you guys could message us through Twitter. We're all connected on there, so any of us can actually reply to you guys, and also you could just follow us on Twitter. Well, I mean, Juan doesn't have Twitter because he doesn't believe in social media, but
Yes, I don't believe it. It's not real.
but yet he goes into what's that fucking fighting app?
Rumbler.
Rumbler?
God damn it.
But,
Catch me on
regardless,
Rumbler. Catch me on Chegg.
So if you guys want the @ for the Twitter, it's gonna be at all lowercase dude_BS. That'll be the show Twitter. If you guys want to find us on Anchor, we're the Dude BS no space show. We're also on Apple Podcasts and Anchor as well. So I think with that being said, you can find Brandon at Bradley117.
No, it's Bradley with double E.
Oh.
217.
Oh shit, I was close. Kind of.
It's because people say like when they hear Bradley, they just think like EY at the end. But no, it's just Bradley with double E 217. With any platform really, except Facebook because I'm about to delete that shit. Fuck it.
Bro, if anything, you should start going by Brandini.
God damn it. You can find me at capital RCH lowercase rich on any media. Search me on Google, Twitter, whatever floats your boat. I do also stream, but I haven't been streaming lately. I'm still trying to work through this funk. We'll get there eventually. Hopefully start streaming soon. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys want to leave us any questions or comments, make sure to do that in the Anchor app, or you could leave us a comment on Apple Podcasts. So thank you guys so much. Have a good one. Bye.
See ya.